All right, so what do I think this stock made my potential list? Because the fundamentals are there. Obviously, the company itself is struggling, and that's because of two things. One is because PlayStation and Xbox sells digital games. Also, because they just suffering because of Walmart. Walmart also sells video games. They got a little section in Walmart. You've probably seen it when you was in Walmart. If you haven't seen it, go look for it. It's a little aisle that sells everything that GameStop sells. It just sells basically the only thing that matters: the games, the controllers, the systems, right there. And a lot of people buy that stuff from Walmart for a couple reasons. They got a better return policy, and 9 times out of 10, it's a little bit faster because there's not a lot of people in Walmart buying games. So if you need some help, you can just say, "Hey, I need this game real quick," and then they come through and then grab you the game. Whereas at GameStop, there's always a line. There's people trading in games. You got to wait for them to go through first. And on top of that, it's a big game store. I mean, obviously they have way more games in GameStop, but whatever the case may be, they hadn't been making as much money because they don't hold tournaments. They don't have, they never built a community, just a store. What they should have did is they should have put like couches and game center in there and made it where people would come to GameStop to play the game as well. They should have made like a little mini arcade. They should have been holding tournaments. They should have been doing all kind of things to keep people inside the store. They should even serve snacks if they had to. Whatever you got to do to make GameStop turn into something bigger. Like I would have turned that thing into like a video game Starbucks if it were me. But, that's just not, I don't know. Maybe they about to do something like that soon coming up. I don't know. But here's the thing. As soon as PlayStation 5 and Xbox was announced, it occurred to me I needed to see one thing and one thing only. See this number right here, back here when the price was all the way down. This shot back up because the one reason why the price went back up here in 2013 is because the new PlayStation and the Xbox and them, they came out. And so when you look at the pricing and how much money they was making with all those games coming out and all the money they was making off of the systems and stuff, that's what made it spike. So we're looking for that same thing all over again to happen here. So it was about 8 years ago, 7 years ago, something like that, 10 years ago. Okay, around that time, now we hear all over again coming out with a new system. So what's going to happen now is same thing. This thing's going to shoot up because of PlayStation 5 and also Xbox. And all I was looking for was to see if the Xbox is going to be selling physical games or not. Is the PlayStation 5 selling physical games or not? Are they going to have physical CD games? The answer is yes. That's it. They're going to have physical games, then GameStop's going to make more money because they're going to make new room for the new game system. They're going to be selling all kind of game systems. And that's where the money comes from, guys. Like, it died down because the gaming trend died down. Eventually, people stopped running in there buying systems. It slowed down. They don't make money when that happens. But then here comes a new game system. When a new game system comes out, they're going to shoot right back up. The price at right now is around $4.14. At the highest point, the price was it was over $50. You tell me how many times $4 goes into 50. How many times does $4 go into 50, guys? All right, so it's over 10 times. It's over 12 times, right? So that's really. I'm not saying it's a 1,200% return because I don't think it can get that high. I don't know if it's gonna get that high, but I'm going for a price target of around, I don't know, $25, $30. I'm going for that type of price target because I feel like it's gonna pop up that high. So that's a 600% return. So I'm giving this a 600% return. I'm gonna get this 600% return. I'll see you at $24 a share GameStop. I believe that's where it's gonna go when this thing pops off at $4 and then turns to $24 and within a small short period of time. That time period being the Christmas season because that's when the game systems are coming out. That's not too far from now. I start accumulating it now. They're not going to start making money until those systems come out. Nintendo just announced that they're not doing the Switch Pro. So all we have to look forward to is that. And we got from now all the way until Christmas to worry about it. But that gives you plenty of time. It gives me plenty of time to accumulate if you're looking into that. So for me, I'm looking to accumulate it, do what I want to do with that. Like I said, you can see the trend is trending down. It's been trending down for such a long time. For me, this is the kind of stocks I'm looking for, ones that have been trending down for so long I know the company didn't die yet, so it must be a reversal coming. This is what I'm looking for, guys. This is what this page is about. We're looking for stuff like this. Now, are they going to file bankrupt? Are they going to say we can't handle it no more? Well, they haven't yet. I don't think they're going to file bankrupt before they're going to start making their money back again. I feel like it was just they had to sustain, but they got plenty of money to hang on until they get to this point. So they can still survive all the way to the end. But what they have to do is shut down some stores. They have to shut some stores down, let some people go home early. They don't have a lot of people, so they had to take a loss. They had to get some new management. But other than that, it's potential. This is just potential. It's educational only. Like I said, I'm not telling you to buy this. I don't tell you to buy. I don't own any right now myself, but I'm gonna start buying a couple shares of this. Start accumulating a couple hundred shares, because at $4, if I buy 1,000 shares at $4, it's $4,000, and then it goes up to $24,000, y'all. So that's decent money for me. I like that. That's what I'm gonna do. All right, talk to you guys later. Peace.